Hello, everyone. What's up? And welcome to our pitch competition for the fall 2021 Social Media Management Accelerator course. I'm super excited to have everybody here watching on YouTube, as well as all of our amazing presenters and our judges. So I'm going to kick things off just by introducing you real quick to our judges that we have helping us out, and then we're going to get right into the pitches. So first up, we have Ryan Redoute. He is the owner of a marketing company called Dynamo Digital Marketing. You may also have seen him on TikTok. Do you want to say hello, Ryan?
There we go. Hi, everyone.
Awesome. Oops, sorry. I'm getting back up because I'm hearing myself talking. But Ryan helped us this course. He taught a session on Google Analytics, which was really fun. So really excited for him to be here. He's also a great friend of mine. Next up, I see CJ Thomas of Simply Healthy Marketing. CJ taught a course about Instagram Reels. So hello, CJ.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you so much for being here. And then lastly, we have Megan Krepakevich, who many of you who are watching, who are in the course, know as my operations manager. She's kind of my right-hand person in the course and in the business, but she's also a creator on YouTube and does a lot of great mindset work. So hey, Megan.
Hi, everyone. Really excited. Good luck.
Awesome. All the judges are going to be linked down in the description box too, if you want to check out their businesses. And we are going to get started. So the idea for this pitch competition, we've been working over the past 8 weeks with a bunch of different mock brands to really practice the different lessons that we've been learning, practice the different skills that are important to becoming a social media manager. So the idea of this is that some of our brave students have decided to go ahead and pitch their ideas for strategy and marketing to these sort of mock brands. And we are going to get started with Lucia.
Hello, let me share my screen real quick. Okay. Hello, I am Lucia. Thank you for introducing me. And I am a social media manager here at Lucia. Me and my team will help businesses like Forward Staffing that want to grow globally. So I love what Forward Staffing wants to do, and I want to share with you my vision for you and also how I can help you reach your business goals. So I see you becoming a #1 company in the world in this new era of remote, flexible, and more inclusive work. And I also think you can become a go-to place for HR professionals to get insight, industry news, and education. And this is how we're going to do that. So I want to position Forward Staffing as top of mind and top of preference in the minds of your audiences, professionals, and also job seekers likewise. I'm going to do that with content that is consistent and relevant to each platform, but also really valuable, and I will offer a great customer service as well. So we're going to help you reach the goals you have for Forward Staffing on LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok. And these 3 platforms are all tied to each specific audience, although they do overlap. We're going to start with social strategy that is organic, and in future we will move to paid social and more platforms. As one of the top-rated platforms for B2B marketing, LinkedIn is where we're gonna try to attract businesses and decision makers with more in-depth content and infographics, insights, and so on. This number here is interesting because 4 out of 5 people on LinkedIn are actually decision makers, so people that we want to talk to. Instagram, as one of the biggest social media platforms with 1 billion active monthly users, is where we're going to try to attract people who want to upgrade their careers, find a new job, with smaller content that is a mix of education, tips and tricks, and also inspiration to get those signups on your platform. And lastly, the young generation will start looking for their first jobs. And I want to make sure that Forward Staffing is the place they go to upload their first portfolio or resume. And besides being the #1 downloaded app of last year, TikTok launched something called TikTok Resumes earlier this year, which just shows that there is a place for Forward Staffing content on TikTok as well. And just a bit about me. So I work with companies that are kind of a bridge between business audience and customer audience, and that operate mostly in online space, just like Forward Staffing. So my former client is an example of that. It's a booking platform for holistic therapies, and although it doesn't seem like similar industry, the process is kind of similar, because I have to create from the very beginning strategies that are different, and also the content that is completely different, but still sharing the same kind of message of the brand. So if you want to become the leader in remote hiring and you want me to help you to do that, just click this button at the end of this presentation, and I will send you the formal proposal with the packages. Thank you. And if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We're all air clapping here, Lucia. Great job. Amazing. So judges, you have your scorecards if you want to take a second to jot down any notes on Lucia. And congratulations on being the first one. That takes bravery. So, and now you get to sit and enjoy. Awesome. All right. Next up, we've got Sylvia.
And mute myself. There we go. So I have, let me put this little quick. Hey Luxwix, my name is Sylvia, and today I'm here to present you with a pitch for how I can help you out with your social media marketing. So a little bit about me. Like I said, my name is Sylvia. I've been working with social media for about 5 years now, and I currently work with a small but mighty team that allows me to serve my clients to the best of my potential. And I also always like to invest in my ongoing learning in things such as social media trends and best practices to once again serve my clients to the best of my potential and give them up-to-date content for their socials. And over the years, I've served over 100 happy clients. You can see right here one of their testimonials, and I would be happy to do the same for you. Now, enough about me. Let's get on to talking about you, your business, and how those business goals can be achieved through social media. So first of all, we would be looking to grow your online presence, which I know is a big goal of yours. And we would be doing this by increasing your social media reach, aka the number of eyes on your content, through posting consistently, using strategic hashtags, and engaging with your ideal audience. And we would also be looking to take that audience and sell directly to them versus selling wholesale, like I know you've been doing before. And we would be doing this by tagging your products on posts whenever relevant. Let's say we would post a photo of this candle right here. Rather than the client having to go through the link in your bio on Instagram and search through your website to find that candle, they can click right there on the post and shop directly from there, therefore reducing the friction in the sales process and getting you those sales that you want. And also very important to market yourself correctly, we would want to really understand your brand positioning, aka who your ideal client is, what motivates them to buy, and how you fit into the whole equation. So your ideal client is this busy woman looking to balance her work and her personal life through the use of self-care. And she recently maybe started looking at a more eco-friendly lifestyle. And she's looking for obviously products to match this new her. And that's where Luxwix comes in as this woman-led, eco-friendly small business. that she's happy to support and happy to include in her self-care routine. I also created this little mock feed for you guys so you can see kind of my work in action. It's very on brand. As you can see, I used your brand colors and your brand fonts. It's also very calm vibes, very self-care focused. And these images here that you can see are very lifestyle-like of the product in action so that your ideal client can see themselves using your product. And then if you want to work with me, you have here 3 package options that are very customizable to your needs and budget. The first one being the more ideation package, where every month I give you data-driven ideas. So based on your analytics, for content that you can create in your own time. If you don't have that time, we can go through the silver package, where we give you the ideas and we create the content for you and post on your behalf. And then if you really don't have any time and you want to fully hand out your social media, we can take care of that. We can take care of the ideation, the content creation, and engagement on your accounts with this gold package. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'll send you this presentation over email so you can reply to that. Let me know any questions that you have, and I'm happy to help you out.
Amazing. More air claps. We got somebody in the Zoom raising the roof over here. Congratulations, Sylvia. Great job. Awesome. Love it. Next up, we have got Karen.
Righty, let me share my screen. Awesome. Let's get started. Well, that was just a little sneak peek into what we'll be talking about today, which is driving work forward. What we believe is the right approach, which is modern work requires a modern approach, right? My name is Karen, and we'll be talking about branding and social media strategy today for forward staffing.
Karen, I don't want to interrupt you. I'm so sorry, but we do have a little bit of a gray screen. Do you want to try to reshare again?
Yes, I can do that.
And don't worry about time. We're totally good.
Okay. All right.
You can see it now. Perfect.
Awesome. Do you think I should start over?
Yeah, go for it.
Do it. Awesome. Okay, start over. Beautiful. Hope you got that glimpse, little sneak peek into what we'll be talking about today, which is driving work forward, modern work requiring a modern approach. And this is for you, the client, forward staffing. My name is Karen Ariola, and we'll be talking about branding and social media strategy today. Quick show of hands. We'll start a little bit differently than usual. Quick show of hands just behind your screen, wherever it is that you're watching. Raise your hand if you work from home. Raise your hand if you recycle. Raise your hand if you care about business values. Awesome. Raise your hand if you compost. Okay. Raise your hand if you care about diversity, equity, and inclusion. Awesome. And raise your hand if you consider yourself an ally. Beautiful. Awesome. So if you raise your hand to 2 or more of these questions, you are our specialty. So at Karen Our Social, we have this thing called a target audience, or you may have heard it being called a niche. Our specialty is audiences championing social impact, companies putting people and the planet over profit, and aligning our values with our work. So that's exactly what we do at Karen Our Socials. You may have seen the world evolve over the last couple years or even decades if you've been in any movement. Corporate social responsibility is on the rise. You'll see it called CSR. One of the major reasons why people apply to various companies is because of their CSR strategy. CSR strategy shows a company is compassionate and treats all people, including employees, well. And a business that is committed to improving the world is likely to attract more talent. So let's go back just a tad. What does this mean for you, right? Like we said, Karen, our socials, we help drive the world forward, which is the perfect segue into forward staffing. Forward staffing is a startup focused on creating meaningful employment connections in the new online landscape, which are forcing businesses to take a different approach to hiring. You provide an online portal of potential candidates with portfolios, bios, introduction videos, and more. Your target audience is medium to large size businesses who have to take their business online and simultaneously need to appeal to the professionals looking for work, all genders, ages 22 to 45, which is about the range that we're talking about as well. So our vision for you, Forward Staffing, is that industry leader, forward-thinking brand, deeply rooted in its values, invested in community, building community, and ready to make a difference. So, how to work with us. We would provide social media strategy through intentional content creation, content sourcing, and copywriting that aligns with both our communities, so your target audience, as well as our target audience, because they do overlap, and that's why we're perfect. If you are interested, please feel free to reach out. We'll send this over to you and let us know if you'd like to move forward. Thank you.
Awesome. Great job, Karen, especially with me having to have you restart. So sorry about that. Thanks for rolling with it. Awesome. Just taking all of our notes down here. And I think next up we have Nicole. You ready, Nicole?
No, but let's do it. Okay. All right. Hello, Haven Studio. Good morning from my time zone to yours. I hope the weather there is fine because over here it is still rainy season. It's going to be that way for a while. So from our last discovery call, I went ahead and put together a quick 5-minute presentation about what you said your goals were on reaching your online community. So this is how I believe that I can best facilitate your online growth. So we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm creator and owner of Digital Thrive. I'm a virtual service provider that helps other businesses thrive digitally online. My specialties are social media management and Google advertising. I want to go ahead and say, welcome to this vast online world. We are coming into a new year right now, and what better way to go into the new year than investing in yourself and your business? And congratulations on recognizing this pivoting age, because we are in unprecedented times and having an online presence is paramount. So a little bit about my business. I started this business because I saw a need. Business owners not utilizing their online platforms simply because they don't have the time, they're too busy running their businesses, or they don't have the knowledge of the individual platforms. So in my business, I focus on spreading education and values with intentional content, and I encourage my clients to do the same, and this is what I help facilitate in their business. This helps building a strong relationships with their audience. And the best thing about this is universal for whatever platform you are on. And this is where I come in. I help facilitate your knowledge and your brand voice through brand crafted graphics and images that speak through your online voice and get to the ideal client and your ideal audience. And we track all this with Google Pixels and Google Analytics to get that peak hour to best intentionalize all of your content and when we post it. And to be honest, attracting new clients and converting them into lifelong clients can be a struggle. But with these strategies and steps that I will share with you in just a little bit, this will help attract your ideal client So they get to know, love, and trust you, becoming a customer for life. And that's the goal in any business. So here are a few testimonials from my clients speaking to my different strengths. We have Shihan here. She was just lost in her business, and I helped develop a great business plan and help her with her social media strategy. Chris, I helped him with creative marketing with his YouTube channel. And Lenore, I helped her set up her Google Ads campaign, and she comes to me for monthly optimization. But support is just a mentality, it's just an idea. But what you are looking for as a pivoting business is action. So here I have a 6-month plan. These are goals based on your goals I laid out. And this is what I believe is the best path that I can help you with over the next 6 months. I work in 3-month contracts that will lead you to your exact goals and get you on track, or you get a massive portion of your business, your money back. So here is the basic 6-month success plan. This is a timeline broken down. I have this on a downloadable sheet for you as well, so you can go through it later. And there's also a social platform breakdown of what social platforms can best serve you now and in the future. So months 1 through 3 here, we develop brand voice. We reach out to your local community and your local students and tell them about your new journey, because this is exciting. You are in a new step of your business life. We share exciting and enticing deals, and the Act Now deals with your loyal customers and new ones. For months 4 through 6, this is when you are ready to scale your business. This portion is about scaling, revenue building, and we can start running ads after gaining organic reach, gaining clients and new and existing ones. So the great thing now about with my assistants is that you can start offering online classes and building a library, and you can now start offering monthly subscriptions too. So here's a closer look in our first 3 months of working together. This is a package cost of $3,450. This will be a downloadable PDF as well for you to look through further, and we can further break this down. So I'm here to facilitate your online boost and your overall revenue income. So here's an example of a great value ladder that you can start implementing in your business now. So that's what I have for you today. If you have any further questions about the individual platforms or how you can best utilize their reach, I'd love to set on another call with you guys. Are you guys available tomorrow? Here's a few links for you guys if you have, if you want to look down those package breakdown or these social platforms.
Awesome. Great job, Nicole. Thank you for that.
Okay.
And we will get unshared. And once we're ready for that, we'll have Alice up next.
Where? Resume share.
There should be a stop share button somewhere.
Stop video. Participants. Remote control.
Wonder. I think I can do it from my end, actually. There we go. So Alice, yeah, no problem. So Alice, if you're ready, you should have access now to share. Awesome.
Alrighty. Can you see that? Okay. Hi, everyone. We're Gin Social. We create social media strategies with eye-catching content that turn your visitors into leads. I'm Alice, founder of Gin Social, and I will be your main point of contact throughout this collaborative process. Here at JS, our specialties lie in content strategy and audit. So we'll be doing deep dive audits of your analytics and then creating a comprehensive strategy to meet your social media goals and needs. We also specialize in creating branded content. So sit back, let us take care of creating that scroll-stopping content and copy that not only engages, but converts your ideal users. And lastly, we are data-driven. It's easy to get lost in that chase for more followers and likes, but I want to pull your focus for just a second to where the real magic lies, the analytics. Here at JS, we focus on turning data into insight and insight into action. So our vision for you guys is to position Forward Staffing as the next industry leader in the job market space through social media. And to do this, I would like to share a quick strategy breakdown. So first up, which platforms should you use to target your various demographics? I propose using LinkedIn and Facebook for your B2C targets, which include your recruiters and hiring managers, but also your mid-level B2B users. And then for your millennial and Gen Z demographic, I would like us to leverage Instagram and TikTok. Step 2, I would like to introduce content pillars. These will be the 4 main themes that we'll be using to create targeted content. I included a piece of content as an example for each pillar. So our first content pillar is education. This is going to be the main one. And this is what we're going to be using to establish Forward Staffing as an industry leader. The goal is for your user base to actually come to you when searching for resources. Our next content pillar is entertainment. The goal here is to build an active and engaged community. The third pillar is to inspire and share testimonials. This means sharing not only Forward Staffing successes, but more importantly, your user base success, because I think it's really powerful tool to showcase their wins so that other potential users can see that by using Forward Staffing, they too can be successful. And lastly is promotional content. This may seem a little counterintuitive, but this should ideally only be about 10 to 15% of the content put out. This is because we don't want to come off too pushy, but rather showcasing that Forward Staffing is a vital resource when looking for a job or when filling a position. Our third step in the strategy is nailing down that brand tone and voice. This is important when building authority, and we want this to be consistent across all platforms. And lastly, goals and KPIs. It's important to have goals, but it's equally as important to be able to measure them. For example, since Forward Staffing is a fairly new brand, one business goal could be raising brand awareness. Now, let's translate that into a social media goal. That would be generating more clicks to the Forward Staffing website from the different social media platforms. Now, how are we going to measure that? So the associated metrics would be website clicks and reach. Now, I want to quickly shift gears and share some work I've done for a past client. This client works in the coaching space, and one of their goals was to become a thought leader in their particular niche. And this is what I would like to do for Forward Staffing. So some of the services I provided was creating branded content and copy, community engagement, and brand photography. I wanted to share this template because this was for the client's ongoing Instagram interview series. And I think templates are a great way to stay visually consistent, but also building that brand awareness within the client's community. And since my client is in the coaching space, it was really important to have high quality face forward photos to go with their engaging copy. That way their community is always able to put a face to the valuable information shared. So thank you so much for meeting with me. I'll be sending out a follow-up email right after this call with all the next step information. And please don't hesitate to email me with any questions you may have. Thanks.
Awesome. Great job, Alice. Thank you. We are down to our last couple presenters. So next up, we have Jessica. And let's see if I can stop Alice. Okay, got it. All right, we're good. We're ready whenever you are, Jessica.
Hello. While I share my screen, we can take a moment to appreciate that I've dyed my hair the color of Luxwix's brand colors. Anyway, hi, Aisha and Liliana. Here's my proposal for how to grow Luxwix online without the overwhelm. So lots of people, when I think about selling online, think about a sales funnel. So that's kind of like an inverted pyramid, and you put cold traffic, so essentially strangers, people who don't know your brand, in the top, and they come out the bottom through customers. And you need to just keep pouring in the top to keep making sales. Instead, I'd like throughout this short presentation for you to keep in mind this image of a wheel. So we still need to get some people where that white arrow is moving, but the idea is that through our content, so the photos and the videos that we share share online and our engagement, what happens in the comments and the DMs. We warm these people up from strangers to leads. And then when they start thinking about buying from us, we provide them with a great experience, answering their questions, showing them the benefits of the products so that they turn into happy customers and then ambassadors of the brand. So this wheel keeps spinning, but it also gets bigger and bigger. And at the very foundation of this wheel of success, if you wish, is an evidence-based strategy. So no more Googling, like, what is the best way to make sales on Instagram, that kind of thing. The idea is we all start with the data. And anyone that I work with social media would always start with the strategy. And so we'd look at data from your competitors, data about who's already following you, how they get to your website, etc. And we'd then come up with a holistic strategy that would satisfy your business goals with social media. And that would include which platforms to focus on, what kind of content to share, how we'd curate that content, what goals we'd set ourselves for social media that match your business goals, and how we will measure success on social media. And I put this slide in a different color because this is very important. This is the basis of everything else. So content that converts. I'm just going to say very quickly, your photos are absolutely amazing. But when we have a bit more time, I'd love to go through 3 ways that your content can go to the next level, which is, I've got an idea for how we could reach more people, how we could generate more content beyond the photo shoots, which, as I said, are amazing, and how we can make more sales with your content. Next, ads, ads, ads. So ads are a way to make that wheel spin faster, if you wish. And I put it 3 times because with ads, it's not one size fits all. We can create different types of tailored ads for where people are in that journey. And that could be people who have never heard of you before, people who are already liking and commenting on your posts, or people who have got all the way to the checkout page but haven't bought yet. So that's something I would love to set up for you. And a little bit about me. Jessica, good enough is my real surname. People sometimes ask me. I'm a bit of a systems nerd. I've always been this way. I can remember as a child, I had, those multi-story car park toys, and I had a system already for how the cars would go around. Now I play strategy games in my spare time. All that to say that I like to think, I love all the latest trends and all that on social media and geeking out about that. But at the end of the day, it's all about the big system and how it kind of all fits together to satisfy your business goals. Also, I've been vegan for several years and I have 2 small children, as you can see. So I'm quite careful with what I bring into the house in terms of what's toxic and that kind of thing and what's not. So I can relate to your target audience who are interested in eco products. And I'm on a mission to get more people to join the green side with this great opportunity that we have, which is social media. And that's why I created Modern Vegan Marketing. And I think we're quite aligned in our values in that way. Here are some kind words from people that I've worked with. They said that I was knowledgeable and a pleasure to work with, that having a clear step-by-step process makes life so much easier, that it was very well organized and that they enjoyed having a clear structure to follow. And it was very helpful to have things in a single structured system. And so, as I said, everything starts with the strategy, but then there's 2 main ways that we could work together. We do the strategy, and then it's either done with you or done for you. So done with you would be more of a kind of consulting role where I'd help you every quarter to map out what you're going to share based on your business goals and make sure your social media keeps pace with your business goals. And then done for you would be I'd do anything that you don't have the time or the bandwidth for, whether that's setting up ads or replying to your comments in your DMs. And you'd get a better idea of what the price would be after the strategy call. And these are the next steps for us to work together. Thank you very much for your time.
Amazing. Thank you, Jessica. We've got our air claps going. And I probably should have mentioned this throughout the presentation too, but the chat on YouTube is loving these presentations as well. So shout out to the chat. It's hard for me to multitask and reply to you in the chat, but everyone's loving it. All right, so last but certainly not least, we've got Jen.
There we go, just unmute there. Right, thanks, Natasha. So when you think of yoga, what do you think of? I want to make it so that people think of you. I believe that post-lockdowns, Haven Yoga will play an important part in bringing people's health and well-being. Sorry, back to optimum levels. But first we need to get people through the door. And that's where I come in. If it'll let me click next, 2 seconds. That's where I come in. Hello, my name's Jennifer. I'm 34 years old with a 3-year-old son. He's super cute, but I won't bombard you with pictures of him. Sorry. I'm originally from Wales and I'm currently residing in New Zealand. And after working as a journalist and a writer for some time, I started my own CV writing business. After a few years learning the ins and outs of social media marketing, I developed a keen interest and raised my following to over 5,000, which brings me to where I am today. But enough about me. I want to discuss how I can make you meet your business goals through social media marketing. And based on what we discussed, your goals are developing your social media presence, increasing brand awareness, and building a community. Each one of these goals is important on their own, but together they will lead to the ultimate goal of measurable growth and success for Haven Yoga. Now let me show you how I can make this happen. Currently, your online presence is limited to Instagram, but there are a few other platforms that we can utilize. These are Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, and TikTok. To develop your brand story, I've analyzed some of your top competitors and found some strategies that are working for them. And I want to keep this in mind when posting for you. So I want to focus not only on posting promotional content consistently and regularly, but also content that encourages people to like and comment. Another content type we can utilize is health and wellness tips and advice. However, video content is where it's all the magic is happening on social media. And we can tap into this through engaging reels and live yoga sessions that can be shared across Instagram, YouTube, and even TikTok. With your new YouTube channel, we can release weekly video content with everything from live yoga sessions for beginners to other activities that encourage healthy living. As awareness begins to grow online, Haven Yoga could explore opportunities to grow their community further with things like yoga events, at-home yoga events. And as someone who's in your target audience, I believe that prenatal yoga could be a brilliant pathway for expanding your community. I noticed that you are situated close to a local hotel, and I think this could be a great opportunity to tap into the tourist market by promoting Haven Yoga or even offering classes within the hotel. This also leads me to the idea of building a Haven Yoga app somewhere down the line where members can be notified about the latest classes and offers. And I can track all these leads straight through to your website and use this data for future marketing strategies. On your website, we can also encourage feet through the door by providing offers for new members, concession cards, and bring a friend discounts. Members can sign up to studio classes, at-home classes, and for those unable to attend live, we have Haven Yoga on demand. As I build the excitement around social media, you only need to watch as your members pour in. But why stop there? Core Power Yoga started with a small studio in Denver and now have a chain of over 200 yoga studios throughout the USA. With my help, I see no reason why Haven Yoga can't do this too. No, better. Which priority would you say has been brought to the forefront of people's minds of late? I would put my money on it being health and well-being. People are desperately searching for ways to get their health to optimum levels, and I believe Haven Yoga have exactly what they're looking for. Combine that with my skills and experience, and I believe I can make everyone see exactly that. With a gentle nudge, I think I can turn people's desire into health, into the footsteps through your door. Thanks for listening, and please get in touch for a formal proposal.
Amazing job, everyone. You all absolutely crushed it. I'm shook. So we're going to take a couple minutes. Our presenters can, do a little stretch if they want, take a breather, grab a cup of tea. I'm going to open up a breakout room for our judges. And Megan, I'll hop into Slack and chat with you. And we'll resume in about 5 minutes to share our winners. So give me 1 second to do that. All right, judges, you should get an invite. Yes, Jessica says, and breathe. I'm going to breathe too. And while our judges are scoring, I will talk a little bit about the prizes. I'll wait for a couple of our presenters stepped away. So I'll wait for them to get back so they know what they are going to win. And I'm going to go ahead over to the YouTube chat while we're waiting, and we will read some of our comments. Again, thank you all for being so supportive in the chat. It's been awesome reading through these. We've got Bethan is also in Wales, Jen. So Wales represent. Awesome. Lots of comments that you all seem so comfortable on camera. Everyone is goals. Virginia says that they loved the car park story in Jessica's presentation. We got a comment also about Jessica's presentation that they love the done with you / done for you option. I thought that was really cool too. Let's see. We got a couple of people saying they finally caught a live. I don't do lives very often on YouTube, but I thought this would be a fun excuse too. So thank you for joining. Awesome. I think all of our presenters are back from what I can see. So I'll tell you a little bit about the prizes that are up for this competition. So let's see, let me pull up my notes so I get it right. So we are very lucky to partner with 99 Designs by Vista on this pitch competition. Very grateful to partner with them for the second time running. They are actually offering our first place winner $500 in credit to the 99 Designs platform. If you're not familiar with what 99 Designs is, it is the go-to graphic design platform that makes it easy for you to work with a professional creative expert from around the globe. You can either run a contest and invite people to pitch different graphic designs for you, or you can work directly one-on-one with a designer. I actually got my logo created through 99 Designs. I have a YouTube video about it if you want to check it out, and it's a really fantastic tool. So anyone else who's watching can actually check out the description box, and there's a $20 off code for you as well. So that's going to go to our first place winner, as well as our first place winner will also be getting full access to my upcoming program, which is launching in January. It's called the Online Business Launch Lab. And this is a very similar program to what you all are in right now. It's going to be, I think it's going to be 8 weeks. We're still nailing down the exact timeline, but it's going to be a cohort-based course that really aims to help you all set up your online businesses and get them launched. Or if you already have a business, maybe introduce another revenue stream or refine some of the processes in your business. I'm super excited to get this out into the world. So that will be up for grabs there. Or if you prefer not to do the cohort-based course, you can also choose to just do a one-on-one call with me. And that's not it. We'll also be giving an annual membership to the Freelance Friday Club, which is our mastermind community. We do 2 times monthly masterminds in there and share a ton of resources. So that's all going to our first place winner. Our second place winner is also going to be walking away with access to OBLL, or the Online Business Launch Lab. Super excited to have some of you join in there. And you'll also get an annual Freelance Friday Club membership. And our third place winner is going to get full access to Online Business Launch Lab as well. So super excited. I think Megan is slacking me. So let me check really quick. We'll do a quick pause. All right, our judges are just finishing up their deliberation, and we will announce our winners in just a couple seconds. Lots of good takeaways here, says Karen. Mauricio is here. Bethan says that the OBLL sounds right up your alley. Anyone who's watching too on the replay or on the live, if you check out the description box, there is a hand raiser. So if you want to pop your email in there, I will send you an email once it's ready to enroll. All right, Megan is heading back in, and we're going to go ahead and announce our winners. No pressure. Jessica's saying drum roll. I know I really need to figure out how to do like music in the waiting period, because I know that was probably very not exciting to listen to me talk. But all right, our judges back? We got Megan, we got CJ, we've got Ryan. Amazing. Do you all want to, let's go ahead and start with our third place winner. Megan, do you want to announce our third place?
A very big congratulations to Karen. You are our third place winner. Yay. Really great job. So good.
Awesome. Congratulations. I'm getting tongue-tied. Karen, great job. We just shared our third place winner is getting full access to the online business launch lab. So we will be sending you info on how to get in there by the end of the week. Judges, any thoughts on Karen's presentation that you want to share?
I just want to say I loved how you incorporated interaction into your slide. I think that that's something that often kind of falls to the wayside, and it's okay because people get nervous and they have a lot of information to share. But I thought it was a really creative way for you to explain who your audience was, who your ideal customer is, by just kind of inviting them to raise hands. So I loved that.
I was going to say, I agree completely, kind of on the same bandwagon with CJ. But yeah, overall, I think the interactive part really does help too, because on a realistic point of view, when you're talking with clients, I think they just really want to talk to you as a person. And you end up getting a lot of info just out of those initial personal conversations that ends up equipping you to make a better presentation. So I would say that type of thing is really important.
I just felt like, oh, sorry, but more praise coming. I just wanted to say, I feel like you did a really great job of having that presence. You made everyone feel very comfortable, I think. And it really just sets the tone for a meeting like that. So it doesn't feel like you're being presented to. It was like we are part of the process with you.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you, CJ. And thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate the feedback.
Awesome. Great job, Karen. I agree. I loved the interaction. It got my wheels turning a little bit for my own presentations. I'm like, that's a really good way to kind of break the ice. It's more interesting than how's the weather, So love it. All right, Megan, who's our number two? Number two winner is going to get access to OBLL as well as an annual Freelance Friday Club membership.
So number two is Alice, and Alice, you did an amazing job. Maybe I'll just give my little bit of feedback while I'm here. Another one that really, I felt you took us through the presentation with you. You have a really, really strong presence and just that energy. And that's really important, I think, especially on camera. So another one really well done. And also a really great job on your strategy and explaining why these things are going to be beneficial to your client.
I would add to that too, that the intro, like I love that you knew exactly what you were coming in with, because clients, in my experience, can get a little bit flustered, especially because they don't know digital marketing as well. And you came in just saying exactly what you're going to be about, which I think, like putting myself as a client, I was like, great, I know what I'm going to get. And I love your addition of the audit. I think saying that you're going to audit things and look at what clients previously have done is really important. And as a client, gives me a lot of security as well. And overall, I just really felt like you knew what you were talking about. Like, I was like, this person knows exactly what kind of experience they had. And I would even like urge you to share a bit more about your past experience, because based on how you were talking, I can tell you know your stuff. show it off, like knock the socks off them and show them like, yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing and I can give you so much. So really well done though.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off of Ryan. Just your confidence really shined through in your presentation, and I think that's really important. I just, I like you said, you definitely knew what you were talking about, bringing in the analytics part. I know just from working with other clients that that's really important, and it's also not something that a lot of people showcase right off the bat. So that was huge. Great job.
Wow, thank you so much, guys. I'm really surprised. I felt so nervous, so I'm really surprised that you guys are saying that I came off confident, but thank you so much for the feedback.
Yes, very confident, very professional. Yeah, awesome job. I'll add too, I love that you had mock-ups in your presentation. I think you don't have to obviously mock up an entire social feed or anything like that, but just giving a little glimpse of what you're going to create for your client, I think really helps bring it to life. So I think you did a really great job with that one. And lastly, I also just want to say that you all truly are winners in my book. This takes a lot of courage to come up here online in front of all of us and do your thing. You guys all seriously crushed it, but we had to pick a first place winner. I'm going to let Megan do the honors.
Very, very excited to announce, Jen, you are the winner. And I knew you were going to have this reaction. I'm so excited for you. I know personally, were really nervous and just put so much into this. So I'm beyond proud on a personal level. But I was telling the other judges, I literally had to scroll up and look at you speaking because you were speaking so well. I didn't know if you were actually speaking in real life. So the presentation, the active elements you had in your presentation, so well done in that aspect. And also really well done though in your strategy and what you're doing for the client. So it was really the perfect picture. You're gonna make me cry. I can see her getting teary.
It was worth getting up early. Jen is also in New Zealand. So I think you said it was like 5 o'clock when you joined. So it was worth it.
I'll add too, there's a couple things that I really loved. I loved the mom intro in the beginning. I can't tell you enough how many times at the beginning of my presentation, I'm talking to a client about something personal, and then they end up sharing something personal about them that ends up being literally something we mentioned throughout the entire conversation. And for you specifically, even being part of the audience, I've been the audience for a lot of my potential clients as well. So I say, here's what I would do. Here's how it relates to me, because I'm literally who you're trying to reach. So I think it's super beneficial there. And then overall, the one big thing that really took it away from me was I could tell you researched the client so well and came in with those ideas already based on things they're currently doing and things that you think they should be doing. Clients, I feel like in my experience, don't want to think. They're so busy, you're catching them on a day where they have a million things to do. So for you to come in and have all these real life graphic examples and being able to tell them, oh, here's what I'm going to do and here's what's going to work out for you. I don't even need, even though you had you would have results, I didn't even need them. I already was like sold, like, yes, I'm in, I'll take some.
Yeah, absolutely. You did such a good job of not only painting a picture for your client of what the future of your work together would look like, but you also did a little bit of competitor research. And I thought that that was huge. Also, just the slideshow was off the walls. I was like, is this Canva? Girl, this is good. So yeah, just your voice, the tone of voice, the way that you presented the information in a very calm and welcoming demeanor that allowed people to really take it in. I know that at least something I've seen even in my consultations with clients is when you kind of go in there and you're nervous and you're giving a lot of information and talking a lot, they can get really overwhelmed and that can impact their decision making. But you were very calm. You had a lot of space in your talking, and it was awesome. So great job.
Oh, thank you so much. I didn't even know what to say, to be honest. I really honestly like didn't expect it at all. And I didn't think I'd say this live, but you know, I actually have Asperger's, so I really didn't think that I would be able to do this, or that it, you know, that I'd be any good. After I saw everybody else's, I was just like, oh my god, I've done it so wrong. So I'm just so grateful, and just thank you so much. It's been such a big confidence boost, and all of you guys just did so amazing. It's just, yeah.
Amazing job, Jen. And everybody, seriously, it was really hard to choose a winner, but you did an amazing job. So thank you. And thank you for sharing that. Also, I'm a big believer that like representation matters. I've talked about my speech impediment before and how scary that can be getting up on a stage. So you are a leader, and congratulations. Seriously, that means a lot. So all right. Well, now that we all have that nice fuzzy feeling, we're going to go about our day. To everyone who won a prize, we will get back to you by the end of the week with details on how to claim those. To everybody else, seriously, treat yourself to something nice today. Do something good for yourself, because you all did an amazing job. And thank you so much. Everybody watching, we'll have links in the description box for everything that we talked about. One more time for the judges too, CJ, Ryan, and Megan. You all are amazing. Thank you for donating an hour of your time. And I'll talk to you all soon. Bye, everyone. Thank you.